remember a cutpurse trying to rob me on the road once. When I drew Grimsever, I think the poor man soiled his armor. Huh?
I don't want to see you treating any of these. Hundreds of years have gone into assembling this collection. It's going to stay pristine, understand? A moth priest? What in Oblivion do you need a moth priest for? Fine, fine. No need to get your britches in a twist. The obvious answer is to go to the Imperial City. The moth priests make their home in the White Gold Tower. Sometimes they go out looking for Elder Scrolls. Lucky for you, there's a moth priest in Skyrim right now, doing just that. He stopped in to do some research in the library, then left for Dragonbridge. If you hurry, you might catch him there.
You know, they say knowledge is its own reward.
Hi, Eris. This is Skyrim. Yeah, Yobi, hello.
God might get nervous. And approaches with his weapon drawn.
Like those eyes you got. There's a bad hunger to them.
When I was young, I journeyed with my father on hunting.
They say Fallion
expeditions
a
into
mortal
Morrowind.
studied
The
vampires.
cliff racers
Draugr and all
excellent
matter
sport.
of undead. I'm afraid there's not much to be said. You can talk to Beer. Most of the business we get is from folks here to visit the college. Though even that's dried up some. Mm-hmm.
I'm hoping to run my own inn someday.
Fate is the name. I keep the inn. Nords don't care much. Otherwise, you could talk to the Jarl's pet wizard in solitude. They say Falion of Morthal has studied vampires, Draugr, and all manner of undead. Yeah, mm-hmm. Huh?
Pa says I'm too young to fight. I don't know what a moth priest is, but I did see an old man in a robe not long ago. He's riding in a wagon with some Imperial guards. They didn't stop to visit, though. They rode through town, heading south, and went across the big bridge. It was only just a little bit ago. I bet you can catch them if you hurry up. Mm-hmm.
God might get nervous. A man approaches with his weapon.
I'm testing something. It worked. Oh my god. Bro. Babe.
Your horse is just floating in the air. Why?
If you like, if you... He's a little glitchy. If you save where your horse is like on the edge of a bridge to where his feet are like kind of off the front feet, and then you load the game, it doesn't recognize you as being on anything. So then you're like floating. And I was just testing it just now to see if it worked in a different spot, and it did. Yeah. See, watch, here's what I did. Like... So, like, I took him, and I... It's still glitching.
Also, I just want to tell you that I was smuggling cats, and my dad never did to smuggle ever. And he had to stop smuggling due to yelling at me for not focusing online and ruin our snuggle time. I learned so much from this. Never get to smuggle. So, I was not very happy with you about that.
Ooh.
Ruined my snuggle time with Dad. Five minutes.
So what I did was I came over here and like put my feet off the edge of that and then saved and then loaded. And then it doesn't recognize you as like being on anything. And then you float.
So we meet again. You have many things I wish to buy. Haggling with you can be so entertaining. I do so love dealing with
Shoo. Okay. My son needs to quit raging.
Guard might get nervous. A man approaches with his weapon drawn.
Huh? I'm itching for a fight. No problem. I can carry a good bit of gear. All set. Let's go. Be careful.
I don't know. I guess I should probably try the crossbow a little bit. Where'd it go? I guess I'll give it a shot. Dwarven bolts. I do got a ton of bolts. Oh man.
I remember a cut purse trying to rob me on the road once. When I drew Grim Sever, I think the... I'm itching for a fight.
I have new orders for you. Prepare an ambush just south of the Dragon Bridge. Take the Moth Priest to Four Bears. Hold out for safekeeping until I can break his will. Hello, Paul. Hello, Kevin. Thank you, Kevin. Thanks for the share.
Let me know if you see anything you like.
I work for Bella.
Everything's for sale, man. Some may call this junk. Me, I call them treasures.
368. How am I still so heavy? Hello, L. I am level 37.
My mother was a strong woman. She's the one who instructed me on my sword fighting techniques. Can you imagine?
Right on. You have a good day. Thanks for stopping by.
Honor to you, my Thane. Certainly. What did you have in mind? I'll keep an eye out for a good cow to purchase.
Huh?
Oh my gosh, dude. Okay.
Those vampires put up a hell of a fight when I was young. I journeyed with my father on hunting
I don't know.
expeditions into Morrowind. The cliff
We'll know until
racers
we get
knew
'em
what
out of
they
here.
stands for.
I'm working on it. Now give me some silence so I can play.
So you have many things I wish to buy.
Yeah, poor
Let's
doggies.
make a deal.
I think they were probably gonna attack me. I just kind of assumed. $52, $59.
I'm sure we can strike a bargain.
I'm itching for a fight. I've been My travels have taken me from High Rock to Valenwood, Elsewhere to Morrowind, and all points in... No problem. I can carry a good bit of gear. All set. Let's go.
Okay, that's where I came in. I think. Shot the dog. Shot the other dog. Came over here. Came over here. Killed these guys. Came in here, killed you. Alright, did I miss something? Like, did I just...
No, Matt, it's time movie night. Oh, she's gone.
If you think... Divines. It's as if my eyes have been opened. I am blinded by the light of your majesty. What would you have of me, master? Certainly. Where can I find this castle? I will set out at once, then.
My father wanted me to follow in his footsteps as a hunter, but I set my aspirations a bit higher. He never complained. I miss him.
Hi, Braid. Hi, Paul. I already said hi to Paul. Hi, Braid. I was reading Braid's comment. Alright. You're all good. You're not late. There's no late.
sweet oblivion, soon I shall return.
You were playing Skyrim and forgot to check. That's all good. I hope you're having fun playing. Got any plans for the beard when it grows more? I mean, that I was talking about. The birds I was talking about are around here. Get their bones. Best rings. If you're talking about my beard, I just let it grow until my wife finally gives me a haircut. The wife does hair for a living, so she doesn't want to do my hair because she's, you know, that's what she does all day.
Well done. Somehow I knew it would be you and Serana who found our moth priest. Yes, I see that. I trust his capture was not too difficult a task.
I shaved the mustache because I hate getting hair in my mouth. So I try to keep the mustache part shaved.
I wish I could have been there to hear the sounds of their scream. Well, your thrall awaits, and we have given him the Elder Scroll. Command him to read it, and let us hear the words of prophecy together.
Master, of course. What is it that you need? Ah, yes, the Elder Scroll. I admit, I am looking forward to this.
Yeah, I hate it. Hello, Norik? I'm not sure. Then you may begin your reading.
Of course, Master. Now, if everyone will please be quiet, I must concentrate. I see a vision before me, an image of a great bow. I know this weapon. It is Oriel's bow. Now a voice whispers, saying, among the night's children.
Hi, Sir Cal. Nice to see you.
In an age of strife, when dragons return to the realm of men, darkness will mingle with light, and the night and the day will be as one. The voice fades and the words begin to shimmer and distort. But wait, there is more here.
Surprised you
The
weren't at
secret
the
of
last
the bow's
meeting with
power
our Lord.
is written elsewhere.
Too busy plotting
I
to
think
overthrow
there is
him
more
to
to
show
the
up.
prophecy recorded in other scrolls.
What meeting?
Yes.
I wasn't informed of
I
any
see
such
them
thing.
now.
Hope you're doing good, everyone. Hope you're doing good, Sir Cal.
And the other speaks of the potency of ancient flood. My vision darkens, and I see no more. To know the complete prophecy, we must have the other two scrolls. Greetings, Master. What do you need?
That was not not as useful as I would have liked. Even so, you did well. My traitor wife stole one of them away and then disappeared. As for the other, the last that I heard, it was lost in the bowels of a Dwemer ruin.
Cool, I'm going back to the ruin.
Not yet done. But I have waited this long, and we are so very close now. I can wait a bit longer.
You do well to watch that tongue, elf.
And you do well to be more careful of who
Really
you
trust
engage
the words
with
of
witty
this
banter.
moth priest? What if he's just lying to save his
Do you have a moment to talk?
I love the cold air. It's exhilarating. Perhaps it's because of my
That
royal
moth
blood.
priest Dexian. He said we needed 2 other Elder Scrolls. I think I know where we can start looking. Didn't want that lot getting wind of it. Especially my father. It's not a question of trust. He's just obsessed with the prophecy. And from what I could tell,
Hello,
1,000 extra
Nud.
years of obsession haven't made him any better. I should have found him a hobby.
I'm gonna be on until about 11, probably. It's 8:30 right now.
The means to an end.
Not sure what you were talking about, levels of water. So where is this
We
Elder
need to
Scroll?
find my mother, Valerica. She'll definitely know where it is. And if we're lucky, she actually has it herself. The last time I saw her, she said that she'd go somewhere safe. Somewhere that my father would never search. Other than that, she wouldn't tell me anything. But the way she said it, someplace he would never search. It was cryptic, yet she called attention to it.
I mean, I've been kind of playing all the story stuff. So I guess I'm playing all the story stuff. I'm not sure. I don't know if I'll eventually quit and just go pure storyline, main storyline or not. Sounds like she was just...
Maybe. What I can't... Besides, I can't imagine a single place my father would avoid looking. And he's had all this time, too. Any ideas?
10:35 where you're at, crazy.
I don't think so. She said she wanted to stay awake in case the situation was resolved. It had to be one of us, and, well, she's so much more powerful than I am. It just made sense for her to be out here. Anything else? I doubt my mother would waste her time with those fools. They probably would have tried to kill her, and that has a way of souring relationships. Any other ideas? Wait, that almost makes sense. I used to help my mother tend a garden in the courtyard here. All of the ingredients for our potions came from there. She used to say that my father couldn't stand the place. Too peaceful.
Right on. I'm hoping for some Final Fantasy soon. We'll see, we'll see. Isn't that pretty risky staying around the castle?
Oh, absolutely. But my mother's not a coward. That is, I don't think we'll actually trip over her there, but it's worth a look.
But I set my aspirations a bit higher. He never complained.
Trust me, I lived here a very long time and I know every nook and cranny. There's an unused inlet on the northern side of the island that was used by the previous owners to bring supplies into the castle. An old escape tunnel from the castle exits there. I think that's our way in. Well, I don't take just anyone into the secret parts of the place I grew up. Get rid of this interloper and you and I can be on our way. I'll wait for you at the dock.
Be careful. I love the cold air. It's exhilarating.
I am your
Perhaps it's
sword
because of
and
my
your
Nord
shield.
blood, but there's something about it that makes me feel alive.
Of course. What room would you like me to furnish? Very good, sir. Of course. What are we running short of? I'll see to it at once. Is there anything else you need?
I did not mean to do that.
Very good, sir.
Huh? I'm itching for a Certainly. Be careful.
I don't know. I don't know why you can't get glass. I don't know.
Never should have come here.
Where'd you go?
So, haggling with you can be so entertaining.
Ah, sweet oblivion, soon I found.
I'm ready if you are. Well, I don't take just anyone into the secret parts of the place I grew up. Get rid of this interloper and you and I can be on our way. I'll wait for you at the dock.
I did what? Oh, okay. I actually got to tell her like to go away or whatever.
So what's the plan? No problem. I can carry a good bit of gear. I'll wait here. Such a shame. I thought we were getting along so...
I'm ready if you are. Come on, it's just around the side.
Have a good night, Paul. Thanks so much for coming by. Hi, Rodrigo. Maybe the Kashita or Guardians could have something else to differentiate them, like lighter hair with the tiger markings and the other hair being a bit more green. Gotta crash out. Have a good night, all. Good night, Paul. Bye, Paul. It's good to know. That's why the glass is gone.
Yes? What did you need?
It would be good implementation, but if they turned into something else, they wouldn't be werewolves.
Yes? What did you need?
It's a DLC for building houses. That's why PS3
What
are
did you need?
you need the Heath Care DLC, Hellfire, Hearthfire.
Yes. What did you need?
But good to know. I mean, it's about as useful as it could be. That's why the glass is gone. Da-na-na, 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 da-na. That just scared the crap out of me. Right, but maybe that could be better lore behind the moon phases for the Khajiit instead of them being born the Hulk. It's just like the Hercene tweaks. I can't even remember the name of the big ones. I find Khajiit lore so dumb. Depending on the moon phase, they're born one of different 8 varieties. Talking cats.
Who's there? I'll teach you. The old water sister. Who's there? Where'd you come from? Done and done. Take a left up here. This is one of those weird double-barred security.
I'm sorry, I keep killing your stuff because it freaks me out. Man, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm so lost in this place. It's super weird. I think it might just be because I'm super tired, though. There we go. Okay, she said take a left.
This leads out to the courtyard. Just head for the door. We've made it to the courtyard. Oh no. What happened to this place? Everything's been torn down. The whole place looks, well, dead. It's like we're the first to set foot here in centuries. This used to lead into the castle's great hall. Looks like my father had it sealed up. I used to walk through here after evening meals. It was beautiful once. This was my mother's garden. Do you know how beautiful something expanded by a master for hundreds of years? Something's wrong with the moon dial here. Some of the crests are missing and the dial is askew. I didn't even know the crests could be removed. Maybe my mother's trying to tell us something. I'm telling you, there's something strange with the moon dial. I'm telling you, there's something strange with the moon dial. I'm telling you, there's something strange with the moon dial. I'm telling you, there's something strange
Okay,
with the moon
shut up. Shut up.
Well, as far as I'm aware, it's the only one in existence. The previous owners of the castle had a sundial in the courtyard, and obviously that didn't appeal to my mother. She persuaded an elven artisan to make some improvements. You can see the plates that show the phases of the moons, Maser and Secunda. That's the thing. What's the point of a moon dial? I always wondered why she didn't just have the whole thing ripped out. But she loved it. I don't know. I guess it's like having a piece of art, if you're into that sort of thing. Hard to say. Maybe if we found the missing crests, we could figure it out. If I had to guess, I'd say the moment Mother fled the castle, Father went on a rampage. Knowing him, anything at all that reminded him of her was just destroyed. It appears that way. I suppose he wanted to put the past behind him. Perhaps if he had spent more time with us, he would have recognized the beauty for himself. That's a long story. The short version is that my parents and we were followers of Molag Bal. I know, but just... Anyway, Molag... This isn't that watered down... We earned this. There's not... You've already seen my father's obsession. What about you? What were your parents like? That's too bad. Do you know how... Let's just keep going.
I'm gonna drop out for a bit. Still gonna be here. The sun is dead. Test farm. Okay, yeah, it's the world. Right, not everyone. You're all good, Rodrigo. Braid, we know that people are like, let's be cool. We know that people are on cell phones and they're using speed text and blah blah blah. There's no need to worry about spelling on YouTube. Okay, let's see. Is that a piece? Okay, I get it, I'm starting to understand.
If we had the crests, we wouldn't have to keep hanging around this lovely place.
I don't know where the rest of the moon things are, guys.
If we had the crests, we wouldn't have to keep hanging around this long.
Yeah, I'm trying to find them. I don't see them anywhere. I'm trying. I'm looking. Oh man, I'm tired. Oh, there's one.
If we had the crests, we wouldn't have to keep hanging around this lovely place. Very clever, Mother. Very clever. I've never been in those tunnels before. But I bet they'd run right under the courtyard and into the tower ruins. Well, at least we're getting closer. Let's go. I've never even seen this part of the castle before. Be careful. I don't know what might be around. Who's there? I knew I heard something. I knew I heard something.
So we meet again. I'm sure we can strike a bargain. Sweet oblivion, soon I shall return.
Kaiser's cooking. Okay, you're on that mission. Progress is liked on guard dogs, but I like vampire teeth better as well, the horse. I usually only do this when I've completely done the werewolf tree. I play with mods, but I've never installed ones for vampire or werewolf. The ones out there are very overpowered, and playing with those vanilla transformation in a modded game is useless, so I play werewolf only because they don't get diseases. I've gotten one disease in Skyrim. I'll be right back, guys. The dog did not want to come inside. He was under my barbecue grill trying to lick up all the grease or something. Find some meat or whatever, but he was like tucked under my barbecue grill when I went out there to get him. So I had to go over and tell him, hey, get inside. Get inside. He's like, you cook some hamburger and I'm gonna find a trace of it. Okay. Alright,
Where'd you come from? Who's there?
Okay.
close.
Many. Let's make a deal.
Ah, sweet oblivion, soon I shall return.
We're getting close, I'm sure. Where'd you come from?
So we meet. I can hardly wait.
I do so love dealing with mortals.
Where'd you come from? Where'd you
so I can hardly wait. I do so love dealing with mortals.
We're getting close. I'm sure of it. We're getting close. I'm sure of it. We're getting close. I'm sure of it.
It's good. Black market time. I hate moving houses in real life. It's a good workout. It's not as bad as I thought. Bad black market. What you gonna do tomorrow? What are you gonna do tomorrow? Tomorrow I am going to. I'll be probably on tomorrow evening. I gotta go to work, and then I got laundry to fold and stuff. I got a lot of laundry to fold.
We're getting close. I'm sure of it. I don't think we've reached the top yet. I bet there's some kind of secret passage around here.
Have a good one, Rodrigo.
Look at this place. This has to be it. I knew she was deep into necromancy. I mean, she taught me everything I know. But I had no idea she had a setup like this. Look at all this. She must have spent years collecting these components. And what's this thing? I'm not sure about this circle, but it's obviously something. Let's take a look around. There has to be something here that tells us where she's gone. My mother was meticulous about her research. If we can find her notes, there might be some hints in there. I remember she used to keep a small journal. See if you can dig it up. Keep searching for her notes. She probably had a journal or something.
Stealing all your mom's stuff. Your mom has a Daedra heart, yo. Alright, let's see if we can find this journal.
luck yet? You did? Let me see them. I only know what she told me. She had a theory about soul gems, that the souls inside of them don't just vanish when they're used. They end up in the soul cairn. The soul cairn is home to very powerful beings. Necromancers send them souls and receive powers of their own in return.
I found 2 of the 24 stones of Bravo and Brava and or whatever they are called today. Awesome. Good job, man.
That circle in the center of the room is definitely some type of portal. If I'm reading this right, there's a formula here that should give us safe passage into the soul cairn. A handful of soul gem shards, some finely ground bone meal, a good bit of purified void salts. Damn it. We're also going to need a sample of her blood, which, if we could get that, we wouldn't even be trying to do this in the first place. Not bad. We'd better hope that's good enough. Mistakes with these kind of portals can be gruesome. Anyway, enough of that. Let's get started.
I'm not comfortable. I already found all the ingredients.
Well then, let's head over to the portal vessel and I'll do the rest.
Yes, I found the ingredients. I've been working hard.
Get the ingredients in that vessel and let me know when you're ready. Just get all of the ingredients into the vessel. Then the rest is up to me. Are you ready to go? I'm not entirely sure what this thing is going to do when I add my blood. Okay, here goes. Let's go. My mother must be waiting on the other side of that thing.
This accursed place is nothing but a prison without walls.
Who's there? I knew I could.
must be. I'm sure we can strike a bargain.
Meow.
Ah, sweet oblivion, soon I shall.
Mother? Mother!
Can't be. Serana?
Is it really you? I can't believe it. How do we get inside? We have to talk.
Serana, what are you doing here? Where's your father?
He doesn't know we're here. I don't have time to explain.
I must have failed. Harkon's found a way to decipher the prophecy, hasn't he?
No, you've got it all wrong. We're here to complete the prophecy our way, not his.
Wait a minute. You brought a stranger here? Have you lost your mind?
No, you don't...
You, come forward. I would speak with you. So how has it come to pass that a vampire of mixed blood is in the company of my daughter? Safe? You call bringing her here safe? Has she explained nothing to you? Serana has sacrificed everything to prevent Harkon from completing the prophecy. I would have expected her to explain that to you. You think I'd have the audacity to place my own daughter in that tomb for the protection of her Elder Scroll alone? The scrolls are merely a means to an end. The key to the tyranny of the sun is Serana herself. When I fled Castle Volkihar, I fled with 2 Elder Scrolls. The scroll I presume you found with Serana speaks of Ariel and his arcane weapon, Ariel's bow. The second scroll declares that the blood of Cold Harbor's daughter will blind the eye of the dragon. Like myself, Serana was a human once. We were devout followers of Lord Molig Bal. Tradition dictates the females be offered to Molig Bal on his summoning day. Few survive the ordeal. Those that do emerge as a pure-blooded vampire. We call such confluences the Daughters of Cold Harbor. Now you're beginning to see why I wanted to protect Serana, and why I've kept the other Elder Scroll as far from her as possible. If Harkon obtained Ariel's bow, and Serana's blood was used to taint the weapon, the tyranny of the sun would be complete. In his eyes, she'd be dying for the good of all vampires. And how exactly do you plan on completing the prophecy without the death of my daughter? If you believe that, then you're a bigger fool than I originally suspected. Don't you think I weighed that option before I enacted my plans? You care nothing for Serana, or our plight. You see the tyranny of the sun as your chance at deification. And like Harkon, you won't hesitate to destroy anything that stands in your path. Serana? This stranger may call himself a vampire, but he knows nothing of our struggle. Why should I entrust you to him?
This stranger has done more for me in the brief time I've known him than you've done in centuries.
How dare you? I gave up everything I cared about to protect you from that fanatic you call a father.
Yes, he's a fanatic. He's changed. But he's still my father. Why can't you understand how that makes me feel?
If you'd only open your eyes. The moment your father discovers your role in the prophecy, that he needs your blood, you'll be in terrible danger.
So to protect me, you decided to shut me away from everything I cared about. You never asked me if hiding me in that tomb was the best course of action. You just expected me to follow you blindly. Both of you were obsessed with your own paths. Your motivations might have been different, but in the end, I'm still just a pawn to you two. I want us to be a family again. But I don't know if we can ever have that. Maybe we don't deserve that kind of happiness. Maybe it isn't for us. But we have to stop him before he goes too far. And to do that, we need the Elder Scroll.
I'm sorry, Serana. I didn't know. I didn't see. I've allowed my hatred of your father to estrange us for too long. Forgive me. If you want the Elder Scroll, it's yours. Your intentions are still somewhat unspoken. But for Serana's sake, I'll assist you in any way.
Lady spent 5 minutes talking crap and then 10 seconds giving in.
Yes. I've kept it safely secured here ever since I was in prison. Fortunately, you're in a position to breach the barrier that surrounds these ruins. You need to locate the tallest of the rocky spires that surround these ruins. At their bases, the barrier's energy is being drawn from unfortunate souls that have been exiled here. Destroy the keepers that are tending them, and it should bring the barrier down. One more word of warning. There's a dragon that calls itself Durnevere roaming the cairn. Be wary of him. The Ideal Masters have charged him with overseeing the Keepers, and will undoubtedly intervene if you're perceived as a threat. Be careful. And keep my daughters safe.
Might have to kill a dragon. Yes, I might. I don't know where I'm at. I think so.
Knew I heard something. Let's kill those keeper. Listen, get back.
Let's make a deal.
Yeah, I have a thing where I can summon a merchant. One of my viewers took me to go get that. I think when they saw how much I was selling everything, they were like, here, let's go get this guy.
Where'd you come from?
Haggling with you can be so entertaining. Until you summon again.
How did you get in there, Serena?
Who's there? Barrier should be gone now. Let's head back. I can't believe we found another car. Well, you know. I'm glad you're here. I don't think I could be doing it. Wow.
You managed to destroy all 3 keepers? Very impressive. Yes. Please follow me. Keep watch for Durnevere. With the prison's barrier down, he's almost certain to investigate. The Elder Scroll is just a bit further. When I entered the Soul Cairn, I had intended to strike a bargain with the Ideal Masters, the custodians of this place. I requested refuge in the Soul Cairn, and in exchange, I would provide the Ideal Masters the souls that they crave. If I had foreseen the value they placed on my own soul, I would never have come here. The Ideal Masters unleashed their keepers and sent them to destroy me. Fortunately, I was able to hold them at bay and retreat into these ruins. Unfortunately, yes. Since the keepers weren't able to claim my soul, they had their minions construct a barrier that I'd never be able to breach. Time has very little meaning to me. Consequently, it has little meaning to the Ideal Masters as well. I suppose you could call this the ultimate waiting game, each watching the other to see which will give in.
Oh, that's good, Defo, that you paid less than you thought. Sorry about your phone. Hope you had a good birthday. I hope you're doing well too. My streams do stay up. They're in, if you go to my channel, they're under live, I believe. But yeah, all my streams should be up. They're just not going to be in the video section. They're going to be under live, I think. I feel you, Defo. I've been thinking about that a little bit myself lately.
He's here. Defend. Selves. Where'd you come from? Forgive my astonishment.
Leading us to the scroll. She's leading us to the scroll. Come on, she's leading us to the scroll.
Astonishment. But I never thought I'd witness the death of that. Volumes written on Durnevere allege that it can't be slain by normal means. It appears they were mistaken. Unless... the soul of a dragon is as resilient as its owner's scaly hide. It's possible that your killing blow has merely displaced Durnevere's physical form while he reconstitutes himself. Minutes, hours, years. I can't even begin to guess. I suggest we don't wait around to find out. Now, let's get you the Elder Scroll, and you can be on your way.
doing this alone. I can't believe we found my mother alive.
Now that you've retrieved the Elder Scroll, you should be on your way.
It's boring, but I forget about that one.
I have no choice. As I told you before, I'm a daughter of Cold Harbor. If I return to Tamriel, that increases Harkon's likelihood of bringing the tyranny of the sun to fruition. As much as it pains me to send you and Serana back alone, I can't take the risk. Remember that Harkon is not to be trusted. No matter what he promises, he will deceive you in order to get what he wants. And promise me you'll keep my daughters safe.
Yeah, my life's pretty good too. I don't know, Braid. A lot of times, like, when I'm playing video games, I sit there and think, like, look at all the time I'm wasting on this video game. And then then other times I think, what am I going to be doing that's better than this video game? Like, it's like, you know, like, I mean, with my leisure time anyway, not like all the time. But it's like, with my leisure time, what am I going to be doing that's better than this video game? I could be watching some stuff or whatever. So video games are totally worth it, you know, to me anyway. For my leisure time again. But I guess I say that because I sometimes think, like, video games are like hours of drain that is entertaining, but you're not, like, getting anything IRL out of it. But yeah, then other times I think, like, yeah, but I could just sit there doom scrolling on my phone or XYZ, and it's like, so better to be playing a video game that gives me some sort of, like, satisfaction. But then during the day, I'm always trying to kick butt on my house, so I don't always do that. But when I do, it makes for a really good day. I just moved. It sucked. I'm literally... I'm sorry you feel that way, Braid. I had a time in my life, like a couple years probably, where I was, like, super depressed. But that was when my grandmaster of my karate had passed away. And then after he had passed away, I had a rough couple of years. But my wife and I went to therapy for our marriage, and then that kind of, like, snapped me out of the whole, like, kind of depression down feeling that I had after I lost my grandmaster of karate. So I think we all go through things like that in our lives. My dad has passed already, but when my mom passes, it's going to be pretty rough. Because my mom is, like, the closest family I have.
I'm glad we found the scroll. I wish you could...
Stay your weapons. I would speak with you, Quinarin. Cursed, not dead. Doomed to exist in this form for eternity. Trapped between Laas and Enoch. Between life and death. I believe in civility among seasoned warriors. And I find your ear worthy of my words. My claws have rended the flesh of innumerable foes, but I have never once been felled on the field of battle. I therefore name you Quinarin, or Vanquisher in your tongue.
Damn, Defo. I think you told me about that. That's super rough. To climb out of something like that is pretty amazing, too. I always think that I don't know if I could get out of something like that because I'm the type of person who would, if I had nothing, I'd be content with giving up. So I know it sounds weird, but it's like, you know, that's the way I think a lot of those people do feel.
Your words do me great honor. My desire to speak with you was born from the result of our battle, Quinarin. I merely wish to respectfully ask a favor of you.
Those hard times make you truly extract the pure goodness from everything. The joy you'll learn to have will be priceless.
For countless years I've roamed.
I know that when I'm in peace, I'm usually happier. That's for sure. I'm not always in peace, though. But I try.
Above Tamriel. I desire to return there. I fear that my time here has taken its toll upon me. I share a bond with this dreaded place. If I ventured far from the soul cairn, my strength would begin to wane until I was no more. I will place my name with you and grant you the right to call my name from Tamriel. Do me this simple honor, and I will fight at your side as your Graze Mazen, your ally, and teach you my Thum. Trivial in your mind, perhaps. For me, it would mean a great deal. I don't require an answer, Quinarin. Simply speak my name to the heavens when you feel the time is right. In my language, the Quinarin is the vanquisher, the one who has bested a fellow Dova in battle. You are the Dova King, the Dragonborn. You may not be one of us in body, but you have earned the right to bear this title. There was a time when I called Tamriel my home, but those days have long since passed. The Dova roamed the skies, vying for their small slices of territory that resulted in immense and ultimately...
Yes, it does have its ups and downs.
I was. But unlike some of my brethren, I sought solutions outside the norm in order to maintain my superiority. I began to explore what the Dova call Elok Gillan, the ancient forbidden art that you call necromancy. The Ideal Masters assured me that my powers would be unmatched, that I could raise legions of the undead. In return, I was to serve them as a keeper until the death of the one who calls herself Valerica. I discovered too late that the Ideal Masters favor deception over honor, and had no intention of releasing me from my binding. They had control of my mind, but fortunately they couldn't possess my soul. Free? No. I have been here too long, Quinarin. The Soul Cairn has become a part of what I am. I can never fully call Tamriel my home again, or I surely perish. I only hope that you will allow me the precious moments of time there through your call.
The sooner we get the scroll home, the sooner we deal with my father.
Yeah, video games are fun, man. Did you have fun today when you played Skyrim? That I was thinking that just the other day too. I was thinking about my son kind of being toxic on Fortnite a little bit and like fighting with his friends on Fortnite and stuff. And I was thinking if my son sits here and plays video games as he goes through school, that's gonna be a W. like, if he doesn't cause some kind of major trouble through his life to adulthood, that's a W. I had a lot of fun playing all the Diablo games recently. What am I doing here? Soul Cairn. Courtyard. I'm sure I'm missing something. I'm sure there was an easy way to get out of all this. What the heck? Dude, what is going on with this game right now? What's up, man?
Let's get indoors. Or in a cave. Anywhere, just out of this.
You look a bit peaked. You sure you shouldn't be home in bed?
I don't want to see you treating any of these books poorly. Are we clear? Finally came to your senses, huh? Realized what you gave up. Can't say I'm surprised. Tell you what, I'll sell it back to you for 4,000 coins. All right, I suppose I could do that. Here you are.
What you learn here? It's no secret that the
This is
culture's
Skyrim
reputation
nature
in Skyrim
blocks.
is tainted.
Never should have come here.
Must be hungry for a deal. So, I'm sure we can strike a bargain.
Ah, sweet oblivion, soon I shall return.
I am your sword and your shield.
What a curious city. It's so open.
I think therapy could be a scam, but I'll tell you, me and my wife would not be together if we didn't go to therapy for our marriage. We would not be together right now. And I likely would be in a darker place.
Haggling with you can be so entertaining.
Excuse me.
I'm no fan of the sun.
Yeah, I was, since I was kind of in like a depression almost from my grandmaster passing away at karate, I was just didn't really care about anything, and I was using video games to basically get away, but the problem is I wasn't doing anything else. And like I had, I had a lot of stuff I wanted to do, but I just wasn't doing it. And now I'm doing tons of stuff. And it's alright. No, I'm just kidding. I'm happy where I'm at right now. Alright guys, it is 10:50. I'm gonna go ahead and call it 10 minutes early. That allows me a little time to get ready for bed. And still make it there by 11, because usually I don't. Usually I get off at 11 and then I'm not in bed till like 11:30. So, sorry. Sorry, Bullet Squire. Thursday, I should be on, hopefully, unless I work really hard Thursday on the house and I'm too tired, but Thursday's my mainstream day, I'd say. No, I didn't think you were talking crap about it or anything, Defo. Thank you to Just a Regular Dwarf, Defo Zappo, thank you so much. You help me very much, and I really appreciate it, as well as hanging out. Braid, thank you. Moist, thank you. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, everybody watching. I think I got something like 25 right now. I appreciate all you guys, and I hope that y'all have a great day tomorrow. And I'll be on 7 to 8 p.m. Mountain Time tomorrow. And sometimes not until 9 p.m. Mountain, but I try to do between 7 and 8 p.m. Mountain Time is when I try to get on, and then I try to stream until about 11 on work nights, and longer when I'm not working the next day. Thanks guys, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.